that should be it. Let me check. Should start showing gameplay footage soon. Come on. There we go. Okay. So, this week's stream will be just be the best excuse I ever get to start grinding out these frigates anyways, because everything else is spaded. I'm going to start off with actually spading the Fairmail H, because I still have to do that. And any kind of bonus RP from it will always help. At the same time, I can also show off 422. Because I'm not really... I'm not sure if I'm ever going to make a video on this in time. But yeah, let's start off with that done. Not the worst map for coastal, but if there's destroyers spawning in, then it will become quite a bad map. Yeah, that looks fine. Because destroyers have just like a free line of sight into a Vonderton. I don't have the Vonderton myself, but I do know it's kind of a vulnerable ship. But as a battleship, it should still be fine in most engagements. Just be sure to not really show yourself too freely to other enemy battleships. Because most battleships I know of can detonate a Vonderton with AP, so be careful to show broadside to battleships. But other than that, should be fine. Okay, mostly coastal match. Then again, that's European, so that's a 3-3, so we did get a full up tier. And full up tier to 3 point does mean that we can see reserve destroyers. I mean, the Vonderton can shoot, can engage battleships, you just usually don't win engagements with battleships. Yeah, exactly, you don't want to aggro them. But you can still, have a few pot shots at them if you're like just about to get into cover, or they're just about to get out of line of sight. And now we just wait. I really don't like the ship to be honest. It's not that that's good of a coastal vessel. Ideally, I should actually be going around there, because the ship is much more suited for close quarters combat. But I think I'll just try and, get into the thick of it. Hello there. If I see him poking around again, I'll fire the HE from the Valentine turret. Is that an AP belt? It is the AP belt, okay. Because this thing's Main gun is surprisingly stable, though it is not the highest velocity. I wanted to hit his rear and maybe splash him that way. But I didn't expect him to stop again. A heavy, I think. Oh, this is probably going to be a better deal. I really shouldn't be engaging a heavy at range, because that thing definitely outranges me. So let's go for the easier kill, right? Yeah, he's already shooting me, but I think I have cover behind this island. T-boat, not the greatest of threats. Fire out quick. Overshooting him. Oh well. I want to stick behind this island for the time being until that heavy is no longer there. Although I get a feeling we're going to deal with a Leichte very soon. The heavy's behind there, so I'm not in his range. That guy I want to kill ASAP, because he's sitting on the flank. Let's not warn him with my secondaries. Nope, a bit more. He's behind cover again. And I'm being artied now, so I'll just keep backing up. I still need to spade it, Halo, that's why. I've already got a half spaded, but I just want to finish it off and be done with it. Schmiplu is just going to sit there, isn't he? Like, that's one of the people I used to face quite often in tournaments. So he is definitely a good coastal player. And you can tell by the way he's just playing with that thing. Although, if I were him, I would actually rush to B, because that is a very fast boat. Oh well. The thing is, I don't... I both do and don't want to play my Congo, because if I play my Congo, I'm definitely going to be spading her sometime soon. But I also at the same time want to just save her for the next Japanese vessel they might introduce. To get that bonus RP. I'll put my goodness on all targets again. Might as well just use a 20. It's not like that's a very armored target. And I'm dead. Leichte. Okay. How am I going to deal with that thing now? I could go around and maybe do something sneaky, but it's like really dangerous. Or I could just arty that corner. I don't have planes, Sky. How many times do I have to tell you this? I don't bring planes. Yeah, I would never grind the UK frigates in my own free time. Because it's painful. But I might as well do it on stream since I don't really have anything else to do. Coastal. Like I was thinking of what line I wanted to grind with Coastal this week and I just couldn't really think of anything. I might do the Germans in 2 weeks, but no. Like I'm trying to think of what nation I haven't done Coastal for, like what I haven't done stream for yet. And what have I not done? like a blue water or coastal stream for yet. I don't think I've done a Russian blue water fleet stream yet, have I? That might be next week. I'm going to try and go for Davis for this event, but I'm not really playing the event like too seriously, to be honest. If I get Davis, fine. If I don't get it, I really don't care, because it's just a Moffat. But worse. Rank 4 for American and Japan. Rank 4. I think both are very good lineups. Though, it really depends. Like, the Japanese battleships are alright, but a bit, you know, lacking in armor. But definitely have the firepower. The Americans are a whole different story, and that's... what is that? He managed to hurt me.
The enemy ship sank.
I mean, the American battleships really aren't that bad either, compared to what some people say. I didn't want to use the 40 in that engagement mark because that would mean showing broadside, and I didn't want to do that. That's why I didn't do that. And I've heard people say a lot of good things about these 50 cals as well, so I wanted to try it out, like nose in. I think Wyoming is definitely more than meh. He's a bit prone to detonations, but he's definitely not bad. Arizona is just suffers because of the reload, really. But other than that, she's a fine battleship. Let's set a Dark Aggressor. I need the 50 cals. I'm getting bombed as well. Bomb. Ah, yeah. The arcade is a completely different piece, really, for naval. Like the tactics, the playstyles I've developed in realistic battles just do not work in arcade. I don't really have a... Yeah, the Moffat is also better than Davis because it doesn't have the massive frontal ammo rack that the Davis will have. It's really just... like, I get it that, like, a reward ship should be special, but not too special, so that people, you know, won't complain about missing out on it. But it being like another, like, getting a reward ship that already has a normal premium ship variation is a bit boring. HMS Tiger. I would love to have HMS Tiger, but I'm never going to buy it or nor get it, sadly. Tiger was a good reward, but at the same time, I kind of, you know, it's a bit of a shame that we don't have anything like it. Baltimore is very nice, because we have Pittsburgh now, so we still have a Baltimore class. But still. I do have a channel Discord. I should have really linked it in the description while I was setting it up. But you should be able to find it under any of my regular videos. You should find my Discord link. 80 USD is still way too expensive. I don't have that kind of... No. Although that is really much cheaper than it used to be. Actually kind of tempting, but I'm not going to splurge that kind of money for a ship that isn't really any good anymore. I'll throw one here, see what happens. I just want to keep this corner really and maybe be an anti-air piece.
Threat in the air.
For as far as I know, Tiger is relatively fragile of a ship. And at 5.7, Like, she does have a high rate of fire, but still 4 guns. I don't know. I haven't really faced too many of them to really know what they're like. And the few that I have faced are kind of scary. But I don't know, really.
Threat in the air.
I would love to get a Tiger though, but if it maybe gets down a bit cheaper still, I might get it. But even then, it's not like it's a premium or anything, it's just a reward vehicle. And 5.7 Britain is already pretty stacked, really.
Aircraft. Aircraft down.
Oh, I'm close to getting the Italian Albatross. But since I'm for as far as I've heard, apparently it doesn't have a coastal spawn like I originally thought, and that's a real shame. Yeah. Did the Tiger class have more than one ship? Hello. I'm not really too familiar with the post-war ships. I wouldn't really of them. Were they all the same, like layout, same armament? Should probably actually push on to A and help them out. Just throw another arty strike on it just to be sure. Schmiplu again. Naval vessels in general aren't really that expensive on the marketplace, unless they're German for some reason. How much TNT does an Exocet have again? Because I know it's for the German Albatrosses, right? The Exocets. They have 4 of them, and I don't remember their TNT load just off the top of my head. You know, it's kind of quite a lot, wasn't it? I know about the 2-1M, but I can't really deal with it at the moment. There's nothing. Oh, there goes the ammo. What else do I have? Let's play this thing. Still quite a good ship. This match is definitely over. Not that I really did much to help, but oh well.
The enemy is winning.
No. And we get this one before the match ends. Yes. Okay, good.
Done. This time, the enemy has proven stronger. Withdraw.
156 kilos for an Exocet. Do we have torpedoes of equivalent mass? I don't think we do we? Also, what kind of guidance is the Axis set? Because the only missile we have in game at the moment is the Tuno for the SATA. And let's just follow the mouse and you guide it. Because if the Axis set is like a lock-on type missile, they work a bit weird in naval at the moment. Active radar homing, okay. So it's a fire and forget type of missile then. The thing is with that have to change how the coding works for those kind of missiles against ships. Because I don't know if you've ever tried going into a custom battle with a plane with some kind of guided munition. The guided munition, actually let me just show you before I get into battle. I'll just take a cruiser for example. Like if you were to fire a guided missile at this cruiser, it would hit the smoke funnel. Because it's I think it's like the center of the geometry of the ship. And because of course how you have a very tall mast, the middle of the ship's geometry is roughly around here-ish. So it just hits the smoke funnel over and over again. So if you wanted to have guided missiles like the exocets, you would have to change that somehow, but I wouldn't know how they would do that. Then again, we don't have active radar homing missiles in general in this game, do we? Anyways, back to the 2-3s. And back into the queue. Yeah, I know, but still. If you were to launch a missile from an aircraft that locks onto a ship, it would, and you were to fly at sea level and you were to fire a guided missile of some sort at a ship, it would hit the smoke funnel because of how the lock-on system works at the moment when locking onto a ship. Like try it in a custom battle with any kind of guided munition of an aircraft, any kind of self-guiding munition, and it'll always hit the same spot of the ship, no matter what you approach it from. Of course, if it has enough time to actually properly, get on its trajectory. Like 156 kilos. That is roughly equivalent to 6, is it? Neptunus, so 6 missiles hitting at once. Need to check torpedo weights, but it will. The thing is, what BR are those things now? The albatrosses. They're 3.7, right? I think 156 is a bit much for a 3.7.
Gunners are searching for airborne and surface targets.
Also, I don't see why you would just stop at adding the exocets, because the Japanese PGO-2 and the Italian Sparviera also got anti-ship missiles, or should have anti-ship missiles, but their launchers are just unmodeled. For some reason. No. Okay. The Russian coastal only has the Sea-Whiz. The Eagle pods are modeled, but they're not functional. And Sea-Whiz is a bit of a... I don't know. It's just a Vulcan, just not a rotary cannon, really. Right. No, it's not a rotary cannon, that's something else, isn't it? You know what I mean. It's going all right. I just have to trundle along at 28 kph trying to get to a cap on this kind of map. Those things are 3-3, so it's full up there again. still thinking about those access sets, and like you take a look at the explosive mass rod and you think, ah, it's not too bad. But you do have to imagine that you cannot dodge those missiles. For as far as I know. I have not played that game, Tactical. I have not. Yeah, British Coastal is still as painful to grind as ever. Especially going as slowly as this. On a map as big as this. About that steel, I don't really... I might. I think I'll give it another look after its release date, Graf. On the 13th. Because there's not much reason to play it now, because I don't see any changes with the game. And your progress will get wiped anyway on the 13th, so... If I could add one mechanic to naval battles and warfare... Night battles with searchlights. That's one thing I'd love to see. Searchlights, star shells, all that kind of stuff. Just searchlights in general, really. I cannot disable it. I cannot not take the mortar. Which is really annoying. At least the main gun has some decent velocity on it. Oh, it's a bit fine with the aiming, isn't it? It's not an upgrade. This mortar comes stock for as far as I can tell. I'll check again after this battle, but for as far as I can tell, this mortar is stock. And it's really annoying that you just have it, because I never use it. And... oop. Where am I gonna shot him now? Is it the same guy? It is the same guy. Because he has a Bofors 40mm, which is an excellent weapon at this kind of range. He can actually win this fight. Hello there. Yeah. Well, I don't only play naval, but I do only play naval on this channel, yes. But I have played air and tanks quite a bit. But I'm not... yeah. Like, the fixed range thing wouldn't be too much of a problem for this mortar, it's just the airtime. It's like the biggest problem of it all. Like, if I were to fire this mortar over there... There we go. Let's wait until you see the splash, shall we? Still waiting. Still waiting. Yeah, where is the splash? Fire another one. Come on. I don't even know when that mortar hits. That's a bit tiring to try and figure it out. Do I want submarines? Kind of not. I don't think submarines would be broken. But I think they'd be rather boring to play. Although, I'm personally of the opinion that submarines should be in the coastal tree, because with deck guns they might be more useful against coastal vessels. And you could always just up-tier them to blue water matches then. But I'll make a video on that eventually. And that's me dead. Yep. If you want something to cap with, spawn a coastal vessel. That's not the point really of a submarine, in my opinion.
Gunners are searching for airborne and surface targets.
Yeah, you have stuff like 105s, 150s, 76s. You have automatic like machine guns. The Japanese had a few 25s on their submarines. I think even the Germans put some 20 mils on them. Did the Americans use machine guns? Maybe like 20 mils on some submarines? Like, I think if you add submarines with deck guns, they might be useful against, especially if you put them in the coastal tree. And maybe then give them a blue water spawn anyways. Yeah. Yeah, we do have the anti-submarine weapons, but you need to consider still that just because you have a weapon against them doesn't mean you can actually fight them effectively. Like, and that's the other thing with submarines actually. How do they get kills? Other than, of course, if there were coastal vessels in around that BR, you would just get kills with the deck guns against other coastal vessels. But how do you kill a surface target with a submarine? Just launch a torpedo and pray? I mean, that would be better in arcade, I guess, but in our realistic battle it would be next to impossible. Also, what's the explosive mass on this torpedo? Not on here. 47. That's big boat. Let me see if I can snipe it. Anti-air missiles I'm fine with. The more the better, really. Gas can just go screw itself. For all I care. Though at the same time I also kind of want to see carriers, so... Bit mixed. But yeah, anti-air missiles could definitely work, especially as you go higher and higher in BRs. You already can see jets. So why not have anti-air missiles to go along with it? Yes, I've made a video on it, tactical, about player carriers, the nightmare they present. I don't think submarines would need a separate game mode. Again, if you manage to make submarines face coastal vessels because they have the most depth charges, and submarines can still kind of deal with them with guns, I think that would work.
Threat in the air.
I was really anti-carrier, yes, until I actually started to think about it and look them up. Like, especially the small carrier stuff is fine, really. Well, fine. Like, if you go biplanes, I couldn't imagine how those carriers would even, get kills. Also, I've got myself deep into trouble, haven't I? To slow down, get that 14 targets. That's a Thunderbolt. I was already thinking it was a Thunderbolt because those were 20 mils. And I'm already dead. He's dead as well. Something in front of me. Several things in front of me.
Engine destroyed. Defend the A point. Engine dead. We've lost propulsion.
I'm not going to get the cap before I drown, sadly. Oh well. I have also briefly mentioned the fact that helicopters were on the Russian carriers, and this. The problem with helicopters is because they would carry anti-ship missiles, I assume, and that's just double the trouble to even think about. So I really don't want to think about it, to be honest. I'm also not that familiar with more modern carriers and post-war carriers about what they could carry. Like, I vaguely know that helicopter carriers could have some anti-ship weapons for as far as I know, but I'm not entirely sure about that. This battle doesn't seem to be going too well. Yeah, no. But that's why I'm thinking if I wanted to see carriers, I would start with light carriers and see how well that goes. If you go for Japan, stuff like the Ryujo, the Hosho, the Zuiho. For America, the Bogues, the Independence. Is the Independence a light carrier? I think it was. Then you have the British with like the Unicorn, I think, is one of the smaller carriers. To be honest, if you really want to see like more varied naval battles, try and find some Discord groups that do them. There are people out there that actually organize some custom events and stuff like that. Maybe I should actually try doing that myself, but I'm really not good with CDK stuff. Like if I had somebody in my community that knew how to do that kind of CDK stuff, I would definitely be hosting those kind of events for naval. Something like maybe a monthly basis, I don't know. Yeah, no, I think Killer already has played full of the World War mode stuff. Like, it wouldn't have to be too difficult, I think, but then again, I would need to come up with what kind of events we could do. Not you, Ralph, not that killer. Another killer. I'm gonna shot from the front, and I'm dead, because I liked it. Yeah. See what kind of... I should actually put a Wellington or some kind of planes in like the slots I'm not going to be using. But I just don't really like playing planes because they're boring. And because I'm crap with them in naval, really. I could go capture C, but there's a ship approaching, so... I what I'll do that. I'll try and capture C for a bit of fun. Teamwork could be improved. Not you cannot rely on random strangers to do teamwork. You just can't. I think it's already the fact that you can now repair any teammate at all is already quite nice for teamwork stuff. But you just in random matches you cannot do that. You just cannot rely on random strangers to actually work with each other. Assist's already matter enough. Like it's an assist, what else do you want it to do? Or what kind of assist do you mean? I'm not even going to be... yeah, I came over already. Points don't matter though, for as far as I know. Also, if you really shouldn't be caring about if you're getting an assist or a kill. It is purely the damage that actually determines the reward. Like if somebody snatches a 1% kill, he doesn't get the full reward if he were to actually fully kill it. For as far as I know, at least, the rewards you get from kills and assists are purely based on the amount of damage you've done to the target. And because Naval does actually have a number for that kind of stat, you get different rewards for it. I'll just consume those. Be done with them. I'll do that after the stream though when I'm done. I was going to bring planes, wasn't I? What kind of planes do I even have in these slots? Yeah, you might get a higher modifier for a kill, yes, but if you were to get a kill of like 2% damage done and the guy next to you has an assist with 40% damage done, the guy with the assist is still going to get more rewards, for as far as I know. Might be wrong though. Kind of second. Actually, quite a nice amount of secondary weapons for this. Rockets. And what do you get? Nothing, okay. I have the SGB, but I'm not playing that because I want to spade my Thermal H. So I don't want to up it. Like, I have it, but I'm not going to play it. I think for when I'm done with the Thermal H, this is my loadout. I'll be playing Peacock. I think I'll see if I want to go between Grey Fox or Brave Border, but I probably Brave Border. And Vega just in case I really, you know, have to do something. But first, Thermal H. HP 75. I don't have the 75, do I? No, I don't. I got that one in this current Battle Pass reward. I do hope for the next Battle Pass we don't get another coastal vessel, and if we do, it might, you know, not something with 40mm bowfers, like always. Isn't that what you get for crew skills too? Hold on. Crew skills, gunners, anti-air gunner accuracy. I don't have any anti-air gunners, so it doesn't work for that. Oh, this one doesn't have, hold on. Here. Yeah. And just... I do hope I get a bit of a better map next time for the H. The H doesn't like long-range maps. I've already spaded the Brentford, luckily. I don't like those ships, the Isles and the Scum and Brentford. What is Isles and Flower? Yeah, they're very fragile for those kind of ships. Oh yeah, the armor. I completely forgot about the fact the SGB got an armor change. So I might actually play it when I get there, if I get there. This is a typical coastal queue, I guess. Yeah, it's going to take me a while before I get to Blackpool. Especially at the rate I'm spading my Thermal H. This is not the worst, but it's probably an up there, and still, like, the range from here to here is still long enough for my Toronto must not really work. But it will. Didn't get the spawn I wanted, but I'll work with it. For instance, 3.3, so full up there again. Is it? What kind of HE round though? Like large caliber HE will not care about 6mm of structural steel. Also, that's the reason why I don't use HE belts. Because they just, you know, they just have to bow in and it bounces off of them. Yeah, that's why I prefer using AP most of the times. Because I really just don't want to think about how much armor my opponent has. Else I could just rip through them with AP. Now I hope I won't see too many enemies on that side, although I've already spotted one. I'm seeing 490, oh boy. Alright, a bit too much, but I need to be precise with the range as well, there's a problem. 20 mils should do something at this range, shouldn't they? Kind of. Also, that smoke is absolutely just blinding me. But apparently not covering me. Jeez, where are my guns aimed at? Yeah, I don't care about the mortar though. It doesn't hit anything. Also, by the time I get within 1 kilometer or something, I'm probably already dead. If anything, I wish I could unequip the mortar, but I can't. Yeah, this is good enough. Also, the fact that these 20 mils just don't have any overlapping field of fire except for like a narrow slither at the front is really annoying.
Fire on board.
Come on. Slowly retreating. That 50 cal is not hitting because he's just aiming way too high. I haven't been seeing too many enemy coastal vessels really, which is concerning. Since we only have a Lamson. It's an AI, isn't it? Yeah. That one doesn't seem to be an AI though. Bit higher. Bit turret maybe. And I'm reloading. Bit bold to just rush out like that, but I guess why not?
The enemy ship sank.
Same with him. Need to hit his rear. If possible, there we
The
go.
enemy ship sank.
I'm almost dead. But still fine. Well, fine. One more hit in that section, I'm done. Oh, okay. AI. That is not an AI, and that's not something I can pan with a 20 mil, so I need the 6-pander. It's probably already going to be too late for the 6-pander to do anything. So I might as well shoot at this guy. I can try at least. And I'm dead. Just like that.
We're sinking.
Okay. And yeah. Oh well.
Thank you very much.
TP, and I'll try and I'll just try and go for one of the outside caps, whichever one it spawns me at. Because I do love me the maps where I just cannot choose my own spawn. What's the point of having two spawn locations if you cannot choose? There's a Gabbiano about. Is it often? Can I get a kill? I'm way undershooting. Come on. Try and find them. There we go.
Done.
That's a Gabbiano. I don't really want to mess with it, to be honest. So at the same time, I kind of do want to mess about with it. Just a few 40 mils, see what that does. There we go. Gabbiano's still as squishy as ever. That is a player, okay. Need to get a bit closer for these 50 calls to work. I could splash him a bit for 40. It's just as rare that needs to be damaged, come on. Let's see if the 50 calls can do it. There we go.
Aircraft.
Don't see many of those flying around. Is that a TBF? No, it's, oh well it is, but it's a British one. Shot from behind and I'm dead. Do 1k. Because, you know, why not? It is a full up there after all. So let's see what I can do in an aircraft. It seems like the battle is already long over. Even though we just have AIs, you know, roaming around near the gaps. This guy was at some point on the other side of C as well and didn't cap it, so... fun. Need to be a bit careful with 2-1K because either his 23s or his... No, it's 25s as well, isn't it? Anyways, match over. Got a bit of RP for my farmal at least. And on to the next one. Building this thing is going to take quite a while. So luckily it is the only lower BR ship I actually still need to spade. It is the only ship I actually just need to spade. I don't have any other ships to spade yet. Now we just wait the usual coastal queues. There are quite a few players waiting for battle apparently, but well. Yep, coastal queues being coastal queues. With a bit of luck I will get the artillery support this match though, and then maybe engine maintenance should be a good one to go next. Actually get this thing up to 30 kilometers an hour. Oh, there we go. Now that is definitely a better map for this ship. I plan to go in here. Let's see.
Gunners
And
are
this
searching
map
for
variation
airborne
as well,
and
it
surface
should
targets.
be a lower BR match. So 40s, which is okay. It does look like I'm top there, although those are 2-7, aren't they? The light and the heavy. Oh well, better than a 3-3 match anyways. Now we'll just make our slow advance down this channel here onto sea. By the looks of it, as the only person actually, together with maybe this heavy. Oh well. I quite like this map as well, Trick. It used to be incredibly common when I started out naval. Kind of seeing out of these new waves is kind of weird though. This perspective. Ah, yeah. Like these shallows are killers, really. Like there are some coastal vessels that are too deep to even go through that, aren't there? Like you can see this ring on the map, all these shallows. Hold on. There's my cursor. Like here's shallows all the way around the outside, but from the inside it's all, you know, reachable. Oh yeah. You have like shallows here, here, here. Just everywhere around the outside you have shallows for going in. Yeah. Quite a stream of people heading towards B by the looks of it. And it's just me and I think this heavy, isn't it, going for C. That's going to take us a while. Enemy on C. Now I wish I had RT, but I don't. They've got a Leichte, I think, around here somewhere, because that's where I saw a PT6 heading to.
Enemy forces have captured a zone.
Jesus. Yeah, we are not getting out of this much, well, are we? Our team is, at least. Why is he not capturing B? Who knows? Probably because he has to hide from something, really. Nice torpedo kill on the Leichte. Or light, I don't know. Old habits die hard. There's something down here. And those sound like German 20s, so I'm looking forward to it. Come on. There we go.
Enemy ship sank.
I kind of actually just want to dump these rounds and reload. Because the reload on these 20s is actually quite long. I just want to get it out of the way before I engage another target. I don't know what that Valentine has seen, but I think he's eyeing up an aircraft.
Threat in the air.
Yep, okay. Apparently there's an aircraft somewhere. 50 cal shooting it. That's killable, that's really killable. Got an assist, I'm fine with an assist.
Aircraft.
Target venture, eh? If that 114 hits me, I'm not going to be happy. Oh, that was close. I'm surprised he's that stable. But these 20s should do quick work of him. Come on, there we go.
The enemy ship sank.
And his 114 didn't hit me. Oh, there's an aircraft over there. He's landing. I speak to him, eh? I missed my turn, so I need to back up. It's far enough, and we are losing this game incredibly quickly already. Sometimes I think the ticket breed is a bit too fast, really. Of course, losing ships doesn't help either.
If we don't do something fast, the enemy will win.
Come on, get onto the cap. Slow it down a little bit, but I'm never going to cap it by. Yeah, the tickets are going to be over. Damn it! It took me the entire match to get to a cap. Well, could have gotten there earlier if I didn't slow down for some fights, but oh well. Not like it was going to change the outcome or anything. Good arty support. Would have been quite shocking if I didn't get it this match. Engine maintenance is next because I do need to be faster, really. And on we go again. Okay, I'm getting the. Are these all rank 3s? That's rank 3. Planes aren't, but that doesn't really matter. Oh well. No penalty is there. It's like more than 50%, isn't it, that I just lose in RP? Yeah, much more. That's weird. Do teachers have better? I still don't understand how the penalty goes for researching vehicles up, really. Like what the actual penalty is. Hello there. You have joined me on my Coastal Queue simulator. It hopefully soon will be a coastal battle again. You can, but rank 3 plus for coastal is 2.3. You don't get a guarantee that you'll see, you know, 60% penalty. It feels more. Oh no, 60% penalty would be sounds about right. Yeah, minus 60. I got that. Yeah, I think the thing is, preserve destroyers is like so saturated, you can't really sit there and club coastal vessels. Though at the same time, that's usually what I do in my Chicago, because that's a 3.0 frigate. It's like go club coastal vessels. So you might be able to do it. You could give it a try. But coastal really is not that populated. Minute queue already. Oh boy. Yeah, I've noticed that as well, that researching a lower thing, a higher rank is more harsh. I hope I'll be able to enjoy that in Trento, yeah. I've been playing the 4.7 Italy still to spade set. I get that new coastal vessel. And I'm really not liking their 4.7 cruisers. I'm having trouble with them. Like the Regulo, those 135s just don't do damage, for as far as I've seen. I really struggle to even detonate Moffats with it. Ah, arcade, yeah. I really don't like playing naval arcade, yeah. Like, it's not that I think it's like less valuable or anything like stupid like that. It's just I can't deal with it. Cascading in our reloads, torpedoes being lightning fast, constantly being spotted. Not my cup of tea. The thing is, I knew that the 135s weren't the best, but they weren't the worst on the Commandanti. And somehow I managed to get through Etna without any problem, but now at the Regulo I'm just struggling, man. Struggling against destroyers even. Like, it takes me... If a destroyer angles, I can forget doing damage to it. Like, genuinely. And even if they're broadside, it sometimes takes me a salvo or two to actually manage to kill an engine. Let alone a crew compartment. I like this map, but not in a coastal vessel. I like this map in a destroyer, but not coastal vessels. Because you don't have... As a coastal vessel, it's just like immediate spawn shooting. Like, you go around here, it's open silo to the enemy spawn. I like going around here. Then you can't really support the capture point too well. Also PGO2, so it's a full up tier, woohoo. Same really for the 183. Yeah, I'm going to zoom the map in again so I can actually see what's going on. Also, this map, incredibly fun if you're a cruiser and you have to spawn there. Believe me. Like, this side has decent spawn for cruisers, can go anywhere they want, but this side is basically forced to go all the way around here to actually get to close range fighting. Yeah, zoom in so we can see the mini-map a bit. I've played a bit of the first Italian light cruiser, I forget the name. The reload on those guns is... Ooh, it's comparable to most heavy cruisers. And even then it's worse than most heavy cruisers. Shall I go in here? I think I shall. Get on those 20s. Because they're more valuable anyway at this kind of closer ranges. VS10, sorry. I just assumed it was a VS8. I can't really hurt this kind of ships, not that this... I might actually, hold on. Need to get a better angle. I want to get these front guns firing as well. Also, PJ2 just got killed by an AI Fairmile, which is... yikes. You stand going around being a menace. So we need to be careful for that. A few rounds off. Oh, we had two PJ2s, did we? Okay. I have a feeling the VS10 is like trying to flank around there. We'll see if I can head it off. Because B has been captured and I don't really want to fight for C. In case they have to... We don't have any destroyers, I just noticed. That's not going to be fun. Because it is 3-3. So... okay.
Enemy ship sank.
I'm hearing... Hold on. Dead.
Enemy ship sank.
Anything else? Nope. Not yet. No. Ah, the VS-10 is making a run for A. That explains it. Give quite a bit of lead because VS-10s are fast. What's that shooting me? Oh boy, destroyer. I need to get out of here as soon as possible. She's a bit AI a bit when I can. And I'm going to RT around there-ish. VS-10 has dropped smoke. I'm getting shot by something else. I'm dead. Because this thing has still 25 artillery, doesn't it? Yeah. I'm never going to be in time to really kill that VS-10 before he caps. So I might as well try and contest C with my own ship.
Gunners are searching for airborne and surface targets.
Never mind, C's already been taken. I'll guess I'll just fight the destroyer with my torpedoes. Also, what did my guns just fire at? I'll mark it, it's over there. There we go.
Fire on
They'll set me on fire, of course. But I'm fine.
Allied forces have captured a zone. Aircraft.
Aircraft, eh? My 50 cal can deal with that. If they see it. Ooh, he's close, he's close, he's close. There he is. He's seen me. And that's an AI. Okay. Not quite my intention. But since that guy has seen me, I think he's going around there-ish. Back up. Okay, VS10 got killed by an L2. That's good. Now, do I charge this lich field? Yeah, I can charge it. He's looking at me there, so I'm just going to launch one preemptive torpedo at the line. It's going to miss. Luckily, his gunnery at close range is ass, so he's going to miss as well. Launch one. That one shouldn't miss. But it's not going to kill him, is it? I had killed him. Good, fine.
Torpedoed.
We're good.
Torpedo impact.
I'm lucky he missed, though. But gunnery at close range for destroyers is really weird, the way the gunnery works. And that's why I suggest if you're in close range and you see a boat approaching, always relock onto the target. Then the guns will be fine for like a salvo, or just one salvo. Oxygen Thief. That is not Oxy's name anymore, is it? Because I know that his YouTube channel used to be Oxygen Thief. That's not his in-game name anymore, is it? Kind of surprised to see a Hawkwind actually. Still really want to try and get it myself. It just goes with a bit of pain. No, the gun's depress enough most of the times. It's just that the aiming system does weird things when something is lower than you at close range. It's weird stuff. That AI is not going to cap for as far as I know, so I might as well just charge for A myself. Just throw one there. Hurricane, okay. A Franze, which I don't really like seeing, and the Litchfield. I don't have torpedoes, I am not going to fight that. So I'm going to turn around. One destroyer I could maybe deal with, going for the capture point. Just juking their shots, but two of them, nah, I'm not going to risk that. The thing is, I don't have any armament to deal with that Hoquiam as well. Because the Hoquiam does have the frigate damage model. So what do I do against that, eh? My RT is on cooldown, so I can't do that. You could say attack the A point all you want, but you can't. That's just, you know, capture it yourself. You really, you know, want to. But you're in the growth, so you can't. How do I deal with this Hoquiam?
Threat in the air. The enemy is controlling most of the zone. Attack the A point.
On most maps, to be honest, I don't think having the frigate spawn point would actually change much. It depends on the frigate, but on most maps it wouldn't change that much, really. Because the thing is, you have to still remember that frigates are really powerful against coastal vessels. Come on, 40 mil to press. There's the Hoquiam, which I really cannot deal with, and I don't want my gunners to alert him.
Gunners are searching for airborne targets.
Too late. Oh, way too late. He's at 100% as well, always lovely, and I couldn't do anything. Yeah. He's close to our spawn. We're losing C as well. Time to risk it for the biscuit, I guess. I think he's over here, isn't he? Yeah, he's right in front of us. I still have spawn protection. He's looking at me with his main guns down, yeah. Right there.
The enemy has captured most of the strategic zones.
Back when frigates had the coastal damage model, it would definitely help, but now that they have the blue water damage model as well, they really don't need it anymore. And on the maps they do, then it's because they have to face destroyers, which are better at longer ranges, and frigates are better at closer ranges. And then it's just, you know, then it's just a map. More than the fact they have a different spawn. I'm most likely going to lose this ship, and I'm very well aware of that. Where is he? And my job is to torpedo the Hoquiam. Where did it go? There it went. 1, 2. Those are already going to be fatal, I think, but I'm just going to launch a third to be sure. There's one.
I see a torpedo impact.
There's a second, and it's dead.
The enemy ship has been torpedoed.
Now we should be clear. I still have a torpedo spare just in case, but I'm probably going to die to that thing. Way too low. That is a player, so yeah, I should go around the island anymore. Stop flooding. There, stuff. The front of my ship is already blacked, so I can just poke around the corner of it. With no real problem. At least the rest of my ship is a bit of a concern though, but I think... yeah, there we go. Okay. That's an AI, but still just as dangerous. SAS is almost dead already.
Aircraft.
Yeah, it should be enough, yep.
The enemy ship sank.
I can't win this match though. So, yeah. just bots near A as well, so they're unlikely to cap, but they still can. They're very unlikely to. After this we'll head to C. We still do have a torpedo. I can't wait for the reload. So this cap. This is probably one of the better British low BR coastal vessels. Yak 1A. Thing is, I'm actually pretty decent as an anti-air gunner. So that's not a problem. Especially if he's heading straight towards me and I could hear him coming from miles away. Yeah, he's not going to return the ship. Good, good, good. The tickets are going to bleed well before I'm at sea, though. Well before it. If the chat was enabled, then it's, you know, the guy that just, you know, died once. Wasn't this guy in a PGO2? Died once and got jumped into an aircraft, did nothing the rest of the game? Yeah, sure. Sure. Decent amount of RP, though sadly not in the Fairmel H. Or not all of it, at least. Close to getting the last battle pass reward. Also, the new battle pass is going to be soon-ish. 52 more weeks, so yeah, soonish. When exactly is that soonish, actually? Yeah, it's like the first week of May. I will have a new battle pass. Am I going to be able to actually make a video on the MTB 422 before the battle pass gets here? Probably not. Probably not going to do one, actually. I mean, it's just... What is there to tell about the MTB that you can't tell about any other American patrol boat? I mean, the frontal 50 cals are probably something to point out, actually. I'm a bit behind on my reviews. So maybe I'll do an MTB review again. Actually, have I not done this? I don't think I have. Yeah, no, I don't have a review for the 422 yet. Okay. That's something to work on. If I even do it. Like, this is one of the reasons I didn't really want to cover premiums to begin with. Like the regular premiums, because they keep getting added at like really odd time. Really odd intervals. The most painful coastal tree to grind. In all honesty, I've been not having fun with the Germans. Because they don't have many long-range weaponry. And when they do, it's really slow. Like, the most fun boats that I have is the ones with the automatic 37s. They're really fun. But like, 20 mils, it's just... Like the S-boats especially are just not fun. I haven't gone that far in a German tree though, so I wouldn't be able to really tell you. But I don't like them too much. Just because the way the 20 mils are set up. The S-boat with the 30 mil and the 20 mils is really annoying. Because the 30 mil has a really long reload, a slow fire rate, small belt. And the 20 mils you have to show broadside for it to really let them work. Just, yeah, I don't like them. The Americans is alright because of just sheer number of guns, really. So they are rather fragile. The British are kind of painful because of their unstable hulls, but at least they have the range. With their 40 mils, even though they're not Beaufort's 40 mils, they're still 40 mils. I'll let that pass. And then I'll turn left. Like, stuff like that. This boat looks like a lot of fun on a German tree because of that frontal 37, the 80 even, the quad 20s. Yeah. The Russian line also doesn't really have the long range, but their heavy machine guns are really nice. And even then you have the 37s as well. Good guns, decent guns, not the best. They don't really have the stopping power of the 40 mil, the Beauforts. But the Russian 37s are still quite good. And they have a lot of survivability, which is nice. I haven't played a Japanese coastal tree in ages, ever since they were introduced, really. But I don't remember not liking them. They were always fun back then. And again, it has been years. Like, genuinely, it has been more than, like, 2 years, I think, since I actually spaded them. But I'm trying to think of one I actually don't like, and I think I do like all of them. Because for some reason, their, like, 20mm mounts and 25mm mounts just feel right compared to the German ones. Probably just because they have better mountings, better firing arcs. Oh yeah, the LS3 is a lot of fun. The Italians are... I would never say the Italian coastal tree is bad, they're just, mediocre. Not bad, not good, really. I'm trying to think of what the most painful coastal tree is. I think it's like a 50-50 between Britain and Germany. Though my experience with the British is quite old.
Attention to the map.
And I think I'd say that I dislike the Germans more just because of the lack of speed. Like, slow boats are fun and all, but they don't really fit with the kind of maps we have.
Take 'em down.
But if you do have a map like this or other smaller, closer quarter maps, the German boats are a lot of fun. The German, barges are a lot of fun. Their S-boats just not as much. I really like the heavy, the SF-40 heavy. Those 88s pack quite a punch, even at range. I've won gun duels with destroyers in the SF-40 heavy. Yeah. Also I haven't played the SF-40 Light too much actually recently. I only just got it a while ago. But I haven't played it much. And it's, for as far as I can tell, it's nothing like it used to be. Nothing like its beta days. Like the close beta days. Where the thing used to rule supreme. Like that, okay. Enemy destroyers. Oh yeah, we had a PJ2, so of course it was full up there. Rough seas are not helping this 20 mil too much. Also, that's a Japanese boat I really like, the K-class subchaser. Really good boat. Okay, now, so just setting a broadside on in the middle of the open is not going to help you much.
We have most of the zones.
I should not have started deflooding, I'm still on fire.
Our victory is
It's just the thing is I unlocked the SF-40 Heavy before the Leichte, or the Light, and the lack of range on the Light is really painful when you come from the Heavy. Like, I really like the SF-40 Heavy. Getting 3 or even all 4 of those 88s at range, like 3 or 4 kilometers on a coastal vessel, was nice. Aircraft, eh? Enemy 410. Is it a coastal vessel shooting me? This isn't it? No, it's a destroyer shooting me.
Attack the enemy!
That's not going to help me. The RT isn't going to help me either. Aircraft, I need to focus it.
Target
Come on, gunners. Come on, gunners. 50 cal? Why is 50 cal not opening up? Oh, that hurts. That hurts. I think it was like a 50 mil one as well, wasn't it? Or something with big guns at least.
enemy forces have captured a zone.
Attacking! Cover me!
The Japanese 20 mils. Things I've made videos on them, and those videos are literally years old at this point. But I don't really know them. I haven't played them in years. I really should revisit them once, just to see what they're like again. But I think they just have better mounts. The better gun arcs allows you to sit behind island cover a bit more effectively.
Commencing attack.
The 25 slapped when it comes to coastal, by the way. So they're absolutely... those are good guns. The 20s? Nothing special, but at the same time, not bad. I'm trying to think of the vessels. The Sokotes are memes, but they were memes back then, so... they're not really anything special. Where exactly is that guy? He is from artillery range, or artillery it. Try to lead it a bit. In the meantime, I'll just be the bullet sponge for these destroyers. I'm not going to try and use a mortar, they're out of range, and even if I did hit anything with them, it wouldn't do any damage. But because you ask, I guess I could try it. Oh, they knocked it out just as I was about to fire it. But I think they're outside of range anyway. Oop, my artillery hit that guy. Ooh, that might be good.
Thank you very much.
Commencing attack!
Oh, he got bombed, okay. That guy also got bombed, okay.
Attacking!
I don't have depth charge on this thing, sadly. Doesn't get it, it only has a mortar. And I want to be... You know what I also kind of dislike about them making destroyers reserve? Is those two that just died like that, right? They still have 2 more destroyers. And the coastal vessels are just screwed because they can't deal with those destroyers really effectively. That's a 40. Where are the magazines on that thing again? They're near the 20 mils, aren't they? You know what? I should actually probably use the high explosive. If I can actually hit it on this kind of rough sea, I don't know. Like if you hit the 20 mil magazines on that thing, it dies instantly. I mean, the British do have a top tier, a good top tier vessel. It's the, not the Blackpool, the other one. Leopard, HMS Leopard. Which by all accounts is a very good frigate. Though it's no SKR, of course. Yeah, but they're 0.7 of a BR lower than the battles, though.
Threat in the air.
And that can do quite a bit for those things. Another ME410? Oh no, Ju-88. Oh yeah, the Brave Border is quite decent as well. I'd compare it more to the PT-810.
Aircraft down.
Ooh, lovely, I got a kill. Like PT-15, PT-810, Brave Border. Those kind of vessels. Oh. What is there to shoot behind me? Nothing, okay. Doesn't the PT-15 have pretty big torpedoes as well? The PT-15 is a bit weird of the gun angle of the front gun, in my opinion. Because like the barrel is right on the deck, so it doesn't have much depression, and rough waters can screw it up quite badly. Can I get into B on time to get some capture points? I'm going to get my gunners up in the air. Come on, 20 mil, do your job.
Aircraft.
Turn around to give a 50 a bit of a breathing space as well. Because the 50 cal is probably my better anti-air weapon. Yeah, there we go.
Aircraft down.
And I got a bit of capture points as well.
We've captured most of the strategic zones.
I've spaded the entirety of the British coastal tree except for the newer additions, which is this thing and both of the frigates. Ah, does it? I tend to not really notice the survivability differences between coastal vessels too much. Again, because I mainly just fire AP anyways. Like AP belts. That thing is not approaching. What happened to those two destroyer captains? Like, where are they? Oh, game over anyway. Ooh, what mission I get? What is that? Okay, well, nice. That means I do have the latest Battle boss vehicle. Lovely. Bumps. Challenges. Get up and fight. Right, there we go. Pass. Yes. And I'll claim it because I'm never ever going to get the free battle pass anyway, so I'll just claim it. There we go. And off to the next battle then. Probably not even going to spare this Farmal in this stream. Like I was thinking I was going to be playing the Peacock, but I completely forgot I still had to spare the Farmal Age. Oh well. Not quite the map I wanted, it's a bit too big, but I can deal with it.
Gunners are searching for airborne and surface targets.
Go around the island. Should be a bit faster now with the new engine. Coming at a leisurely 30 kilometers an hour, I think. Did I not just get a new engine? Why am I still... Oh, I completely forgot the... all vessels now go their top speed stock because of a bug. I completely forgot about that. Completely forgot about that bug that makes you go top speed when stock. Yeah. Every single ship, stock or spaded, now goes their top speed when you spawn in. I'm not entirely sure if they go their if like the rudder response time and the engine response time is like their spaded as well. But yeah, they go their top speed, even when stock. Which is, I mean, good for you if you're getting in like a cruiser or a battleship in this update. Because speed is of all importance for vessels, basically. It's all vessels, coastal and blue water. I noted it as well when I was playing the Congo, I think last stream. Also because it's, yeah, just every ship, for some reason. There's been a few bugs that snuck in this update. For example, the Leopard, that other British frigate, its front turret is completely broken. Well, not completely, but quite broken. I wouldn't uninstall them, because guess what will happen when they fix it? You will go stock top speed. Why would you uninstall them? It just doesn't do anything now. Don't uninstall them, just don't. Don't, because they'll fix it and then you'll be wondering why you're going so slow all of a sudden on all of your ships. And again, I'm not sure if it actually affects the like rudder response, like the rudder upgrade. I don't know if that does it. It saves you small, yeah, but even then, it's going to be a pain in the ass if you actually want to enable them all again when they fix it. It's weird though, it's not just the gun barrel that floats on Leopard. One gun also fires like out of sync and fires too high. I don't know what it's like in real... I don't know about arcade, Cringe. I don't play arcade. I don't know about arcade at all. I just know that in realistic battles, your ship goes to stated top speed, no matter what, for the time being. And I highly doubt it's going to stay that way. Forever, at least. It's been like that for quite a while now, but it'll get fixed eventually. When I get around to doing naval bug fixes, which I don't know how often I do even do that. Apparently, somebody in my Discord pointed out, you know what, I'll post... Can I post a link of that? Kind of, hold on. Somebody in my Discord has apparently found out that the Rally, right? The American cruiser got an anti-air upgrade this update, with dual 40mm mounts. Apparently those 40mm mounts do not work. They don't have any ammo when you spawn in. And they made a bug report for it, and I think you can help bring that bug to attention if you vote I have the same issue on it. It's like just click a button when you log in with your War Thunder account. If somebody... I'm playing realistic battles. I always play realistic battles. I think if somebody from my Discord could maybe post it in the chat if they can, although I'm not sure if you can actually post the links in the chat. Then I'll see if I can actually maybe pin it in my Discord. Where was it again? It's somewhere in the War Thunder chat. But that's like bugs that really need fixing. Guns not working, guns missing, I don't know, stuff like that's... You'd hope that those kind of bugs wouldn't actually sneak in the first place, but well. Yeah, Arizona's reload, it's strange the way they're handling that. Let me just find that thing again. There it is. I'm going to copy the link as well, because why not? I'm also going to pin that message on my server. And let's see if I can post it in the chat here.
Destroy the target.
Let me just get into cover first and slow down a second. I can paste it there. I think that works. Doesn't it? Yeah, there it goes. So that's a bug report for the Rally missile, like the Rally's 40mm guns not working. Like just going there, logging in with your War Thunder account and pressing the button I have the same issue helps bring that issue to attention. If you feel so inclined.
Launching an attack.
Because it's a bit of a shame that the Rally actually received quite a decent anti-air upgrade for it to just not work.
Commencing attack. We need to put more pressure on the enemy. They're winning.
Ooh, that's a heavy. That's an AI and a heavy. You don't see that much. Don't see that much at all. It's turning. I'm never going to reach B anyway, so I'm not going to fight over it. That's out of range. So just turn around. I think there was another ship as well at the start of this update that had weird things with its guns, right? Was it the Krasny Kafkas or something? It had some bug with its main guns at the start of this update. They fixed that one already, but it's... yeah. I'm way out of position. I really shouldn't have gone here. But oh well, it's too late now to complain. Yeah, like just click on that link I posted earlier, say I have the same issue and it'll help. Or it should.
Fire on board.
deal with that target. What is it? It's AI, but I think that one's a problem. Of course, it takes ages to reload these 20s for some reason.
Most of the zones are taken by the enemy.
Also, this is probably the target I should be focusing on. There we go. And then we have this guy. I need to get on, I actually need to get on C and just let the bunch reload. I got the bridge, maybe? Yeah, there we go.
The enemy ship sank.
Yeah.
Done.
Allied forces have captured a zone. Allied forces have captured a zone.
Now. Do I have to shoot it now? Ooh, that's a player actually. Did you do anything with the what do you mean with the Shima? I've played it a while ago, but I mean nothing recently. Not that I can think of at least. To be honest, I haven't really been playing my Japanese lineup at all. Because I've already spaded everything, so playing them has become a bit of a, you know. I have recently gotten into like playing the low tier Japanese ground and air stuff again, just for nostalgia reasons more than anything.
The enemy ship sank.
And I'm already dead again. Okay. Yep. 5 kills though, and we might win this match. So that's a good run in the fire mile.
Gunners are searching for airborne and surface targets.
I'll see if I can help around B actually. A seems pretty secure with all the AI. Okay, what's that? I should go to B. I really shouldn't be paying too much attention to A. Yeah, it's just such a... just, you know... another PT boat. Another American-style PT boat.
We're ahead of the enemy.
Not too bad, really, for 2 from 3. But the, yeah, the 40mm at the rear only really used at the long ranges. The twin 50 cals, like the twin dual 50 cals at the front, pretty good for close range. And the central 20 mil is basically just AA. Ooh, he's actually quite close. Yeah, I'm curious of what they're going to do for the naval reward next battle pass, but it's probably just going to be another PT boat.
Threat in the air.
Attacking!
Oh. A Hampton above, is there? Where's the Hampton? Oh well. It should be mostly for my another task, really. Okay, I'll do that then as well. It's the first tier of modifications for my Paramel H. On to the next one. More battle pass stuff. Got the camo, that's always nice. Actually, what kind of camo? Oh, not a bad camo. Yeah, not a bad camo for that thing. Do I have anything I want to just spend this war bond on real quick? How many? I'd have 13. I might actually try and get the VS8 then. Hold on, let me just buy a new task. A special task, what is this? Yeah, sure, why not? I win a battle though. Okay, yeah, sure, that's fine. Still have apparently too much, don't I? 50. I'm going to lose 190. Anything dirt cheap. I'll just take need backups. Yes. And then we go here, we do that. Okay. And then I'm actually trying gun for the VS8. I'm only 2 stars away from it. Because I do kind of want the VS8 just for fun. And if I can pick it up for free, why not? Now, more Thermal H battles. Curious, can I actually do that? What kind of damages I've actually been having? No, I want to delete Q. I've actually not been paying attention to the kind of damage results I've been having. I'm curious if I can do it with this lineup. Get 9,000 naval damage. And win. I've been enjoying this event as well, crafting event, because you only need one. You only get one resource. The previous events you had to like pray you get the correct resource for the next stage, but here you just get one in varying amounts. Yes, but just get one. It's much more relaxed, though. I haven't been playing enough really to actually do this event. I'll just do. Like I still need my first one as well, though. I did get lucky, and I got one of those for free out of a battle. So. Whilst I'm in a queue anyway, I might as well just do this. What do I need for this? 2 more troopers. Yes, this is... what I like to do is actually just count the amount of I need for one tier and just do all of it at once. How many ornithopters do I need? 2. At least 2. And combat tanks, that's 1, 2, at least 4. That's troopers, armored cars, that's 2. 4, okay, but I'll do that after this battle. This map again, so I'll just do the exact same thing as last game. And this spawn there, and go to sea.
Gunners are searching for airborne and surface targets.
The thing is, I'm going to try and get Davis and then just sell all of it as well. Sell all of the other material I get. Because I kind of want to get the Electo, but at the same time I'm never going to play that BR for Britain again, really. And while the Electo does look kind of funny, I don't really care enough for tanks to really do that. Yeah. The Italians still not having their own naval voices is... Then again, the entirety of the Italian naval, when it was introduced, got just screwed over. Remember when the Italian Navy was introduced? It was an update Starfighters. You know, the Italian Navy got introduced, but you know, what was it? 5 nations getting an F-104. Yeah, that's what the update got named after. I think they did like a mini update soon after, and to just then change the name of the update to Regia Marina. Even then, it was And we still don't have a French Navy, the bastards. I also kind of find it annoying that they only add like 2, maybe 3 top tier vessels at a time, like per nation. Well, in total, I mean, but just like 3 nations get a new vessel at top tier and that's it. All the rest just have to wait another update cycle. Though at the same time, naval does usually get a very big damage model changes and other kind of like... The mechanics for naval change more often than you get new ships, really. Like, very big ship updates. Yeah, but... I think Hugh is kind of a weird thing. Like, I never really saw it as a very oppressive battleship just because of how easily it gets ammo wrecked. But, then again, I'm not that big of a battleship captain. But then they ruined destroyers for me, so I'm not really much of a destroyer captain either. And cruisers are just a painful in between, really.
Allied forces have captured a zone.
I still don't understand, right? They had a period of time after they introduced the complex damage model to destroyers, right? Where a high explosive actually worked against destroyers again. And then they just didn't work again. was like a week or two where high explosive could actually do meaningful damage against destroyers. And then nothing again. And they butchered my favorite destroyers, damn it. I still really like playing the Akatsuki, but it's just painful like to actually try and get a kill with it.
Take him down.
Fine. I mean, I do at least like the plate damage model changes. It made battles just so much more fair, almost, to the lesser battleships. Like, if I'm facing off against a Parashkaya Kommune, like, if you shoot the same area twice or thrice, it actually does a lot of damage to one. The battle rating for battleships is really weird, though. I cannot get it in my head that a Scharnhorst and Congo are the same BR as a Setsu and a Von der Tann. Like, what? How does that work? But it is really difficult to actually push the battle rating for naval up just because of jets, basically. Like, you could easily like push it up to 7.0, 7.3 even maybe, but jets just ruin that kind of the balance of it. And until they can figure out how to exclude jets, I don't think they're ever going to push it up further. Which is going to be real fun. Well, at least I did push it up further than 6.0. It was just painful. Wasn't Hugo like a battleship at 6.0? One point as well. You know, 14-inch battleship, just 0.3 of a BR higher than an 8-inch cruiser. Actually a 5-inch cruiser even. 6-inch cruiser, sorry, not 5-inch. Got my inches confused. Yeah, exactly. I'm trying to think of it. When is the next update supposed to be? It's in June, isn't it? Like early June and late May. It's quite a ways away. It's just a month and a half, something like that. We'll start seeing the next update stuff, I guess.
The enemy is winning.
Done.
What is that? Ooh, Brentford. Actually, I can deal with that. I can deal with that with 20 mils. No. Or it shoots me first. That's also possible. Okay. That's the thing, right? With the plate mechanics, the battleship balances have actually changed quite a bit now against cruisers. But I don't like the idea of battleships being the same BR as cruisers. Even the worst ones, because they just... A cruiser can fight a battleship now, but it's very much an unfair fight. Via stand around B, I probably need to go there. Oh boy. Also, if I remember correctly, right, there was a interview somewhere. I think was it with the Polish art news website or something, where a guy was talking about updates and stuff, and they said that this update was going to be very big. which it was. But they also said that the November update was going to be very big as well. I'm really curious what that's going to be. Yeah. The thing is, I remember enjoying Setsu actually if I played as an ambush ship. But getting closer is the problem with Setsu, really. But if you can get close behind some solid cover, it's a very fun ship. But again, that requires getting close and actually finding cover. And when was it? I played it before Perishkaya Camino was introduced, but still you had Marias and Poltavas to deal with. But yeah, like when I look back at all the review stuff I've done for Japan, I think I still largely agree with most of the stuff I said in those videos, but I really don't know the finer details anymore when it comes to their kind of why is he so slow? Why is he just not capping? Okay,
The enemy ship sank.
that makes it easier on my end, I guess. Oh yeah, right. Yeah, isn't it going to be the 10th anniversary as well in November? Oh boy. It's going to be a big one, I think. But as long as you get more ships, I'm going to be happy. As long as you get more ships. Yeah, they may, but like jets, I just don't care about anymore, man. I've spaded like most of the Japanese aircraft, but when I got into jets, I just couldn't care about them. It's a bit of a shame because at the same time, Japanese aircraft is my most complete tree, and if they ever get the F2, I really want an F-16. It's the only fighter my country operates, and I've seen them a lot. I really like the look of them as well. So I just love to have an F-16 variant at some point in the game. But if it's an American F-16, then it'll... with a bit of luck, the Japanese will get an F2. That's the VS-10 that killed me. That I killed, sorry. Just 1 second for I answer that question. Yeah, he's going down. He's not maintaining that altitude. Okay. What is it? Would I rate Setsu lower than... Yes. Mainly just because of the gun... Still, like, North Dakota still has more guns, right? Than a Setsu. And Setsu, half the guns are Ikoma's guns, which are not the best when it comes to penetration. Like, that kind of those kinds of numbers. I'd say North Dakota is probably better than Setsu. Yeah, I think they said 4th gens were going to be this year. So. Oh yes, there was something about the new nation, wasn't there? Was it like this update as well that they said that? Or like the next update?
Threat in the air.
Another threat in the air, eh? Where exactly? Okay, real close on the other side of the... Yeah, there she is. I see the box. Let's please turn towards... Oh, or just get your wing torn off. I think North Dakota is probably better than Setsu. In firepower, at least. Like, really, having half of the guns be the same as Yukoma is just not good for Setsu. Like, those guns are not that good, really. The difference in velocity hasn't been too much of a problem, because the game seems to account for that in the aiming. But the difference in penetration is really what's the problem. Just the difference in shells in general. Like, you see people make a big deal about the difference in velocity between the two guns for Setsu, but or as far as I could tell, it doesn't really matter too much. Though I haven't played North Dakota enough to truly know her, and again, I've played Setsu ages ago, so I don't know what she's like recently. Nor do I really want to find out what Setsu is like recently. I've got Kongo at the exact same BR, so why should I play Setsu? If they do add a Benelux nation, you can be sure that I'll be playing it. At least to try it out a bit. Though I don't see what Benelux could offer other than copy-paste, really. Indigenous ground vehicles. I wouldn't know, really. I wouldn't know. Mainly because ground vehicles are just not my area of expertise. Isn't Brazil just mostly modified American vehicles, like, Israel is really? And again, that's basically every Cold War and stuff, isn't it? It's either modified Russian or American stuff. And that's just a Cold War for you. I think an Eastern European one might be interesting. Mainly because we don't really have like a nation that's based upon Russian stuff. So an Eastern European one would be interesting, I guess. Though China is technically already based off Russia. But again, I don't know. I'm not really that knowledgeable about ground vehicles. Naval is more my stuff. Like, that's one of the reasons why I would kind of like to see the Benelux, because the Dutch cruisers, the Dutch naval stuff is actually kind of interesting. 3 minutes still. What did I need? I had my thanks. Armored car 2. 4, right? Yep. I must admit though, having new nations is kind of annoying. Mainly because of just stock crews. How many troops? 6, 8, 12, 12. Okay, that should be it for all of these.
Moving out. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
And now we just, yeah. Until when is this event again? Like, when does it end? Does it say somewhere? Oh well. On to more battles. The 18th? Oh boy, I only have a week left then. But I don't have any schoolwork anymore this week. So I should be able to grind a bit. It's the 18th, okay. I'm still going to try and get to Davis, but 12 GMT. Okay, yeah. The usual time then. I think this is going to be the last battle for this stream though. So my thumbnail was a bit of a, oh boy, a bit of a clickbait then, because I didn't play the Peacock at all. Oh well. One more battle, I should get the improved rangefinder. And then I'll spade Fairmile Edge off stream then. Actually, how far have I gotten to the Blackpool now? A little bit, but that's to be expected from a low tier. In this rate, I'll just look at the... Because that battle's going to be over now as well, isn't it? Yeah. What did I need here? Combat tank and 3 armored cars. Okay. So then all of them are actually busy at the same time. Also, I find it funny that after I equipped those aircraft in my lineup, I haven't had a chance to actually use them. Even though I actually do kind of want to try the Firecrest out with those rockets. I think what I'm going to do next week, Monday, then. It's going to be a blue water stream again, of course. But what kind of blue water? I've already done the Germans. I've done the British, I've done the Japanese plenty of times, I've done the Americans. Done the Italians. So I guess the only thing that remains is the Russians, really, for a blue water stream. So I guess that's what's going to be happening.
Gunners are searching for airborne and surface targets.
Yeah, I think next week I'll probably do some Russian blue water stuff. I think they're also the blue water tree that I haven't gone, like my least developed blue water tree. I only got to 5-0s. Well, no, it's about on par with the Italians now that I think of it. Yeah. Still, didn't think I've done the Russians yet for blue water. And then, what coastal nation have I not done yet? I think the Germans, right? Or maybe the Japanese as well, but I don't have anything to grind with the Japanese. And I think, yeah, I've streamed the Japanese as well when I was doing events. So yeah, it's probably going to be Russian blue water and German coastal for the next 2 weeks. Just going to call him out so people know. Three, so full up there again. That guy is heading straight for the shore, so that's always fun to see. Ah, there he goes. Must have heard his collision warning. It's a bit far out for my 20s to hit. It's a bit far out for my 75 to hit, actually. 50. Is it a 6-bander? I think it is, actually. So it's a 57. A Peugeot 2 retreating, you don't see that often. And again, he is heavily damaged. I need to reload these guns because they're empty. God, hold on. Get the AP ready and suit for the mid-section of that thing. This is not going to penetrate because of the range. And you have to be very precise with your range as well, which is kind of annoying. I mean, if you just want to push out in front of a ship like that, sure, I guess. He's already dead. I'm not doing much better either. I can't do anything against that MBK at range, so yeah. I'm getting arty strike. That reminds me, I should probably do the same. I'm not quite sure what he's trying to hit with that torpedo, but sure. This really is not the kind of, you know, kind of position you want to hold in this kind of ship. Don't have the range really. The 20 mils can do something at range, it's not the best for it. So, that's an outgoing torpedo. I thought I saw an incoming one as well. It's dead. That is a K-class. That's 20 mil and I'm dead. Okay. Good job on detonating him. I think I'll go up to B with the MTB. Again, I can't do anything against an MBK because of the armor. So I'll just go up to B. Later. Joining a bit late as I'm planning on ending the stream soon-ish. Probably after this battle. But no worries. Come on, I'm overshooting. I know I am. Forward a bit. The games have been alright, a lot of up tiers, but not too many destroyers. Though the Thermal Age is a bit annoying to play. The MTB 422 is a nice backup at this PR. Can't really go wrong with a Bofors 40, can you? So...
The enemy ship sank.
Firing arc on this rear 40 is a bit annoying though because of the torpedo launcher. I'm literally just hitting the tip of that rock down. Like the torpedo launcher is just blocking out my 40mm from really being able to fire forwards effectively. That's an AI, I'm not too worried about it yet. There's AI. That isn't an AI, but it's too fast for me to shoot.
Attack the B point.
My 50 cals down to pen. Let's primitive to that because I am going to cap the B point. Shoot the bridge because that holds a lot of crew in those kind of vessels. There we go.
The enemy ship sank.
Capture the point as well. They're capturing C though, which we don't like. They're not capturing C anymore, okay, they just decapped it. Let's see if we can knock out the engine. That's the engines in that thing, but they're in the front, so no, that could kill him. That also works. That's not a destroyer shooting, is it? That guy is actually a kind of priority target. He's been doing a lot of damage to my team. And he's low, so might as well. But those 25s do not hit around when it comes to damage.
Ship sank.
They really, really don't. There is a K-class, okay. I thought it was a destroyer for a second. And people proudly brandishing Zeds are definitely a priority target. And he's not an assist. Okay. Ooh, there's a destroyer. There's a destroyer we saw earlier. Okay, got it.
Destroy hostile base.
P59, okay. Kind of. No, that's actually kind of in range still for the 40mm. Hold on. Just need to give it a good amount of lead because he's going away from me. Now he's... yeah, we're still hitting him. Ah, he's dead. Just gonna call out that I'll do.
Allied forces have captured a zone.
Don't really want to go around at full speed because of the destroyer. That's an AI. Within range of the 50 cals, I'll just not even bother turning around and just do it with the 50s.
Done.
did the destroyer disappear to? Hmm. I love how the AI is sometimes more capable of juking than the actual players are. Because that is an AI. And it's juking a bit more than you see some players do. And I'm dead from its 50 calls, or its armament in general. Boy. I'll spawn the... What is it again? The plane. See what I can do with the rockets.
Engine destroyed. The enemy ship sank.
Oh, he's already been depth charged at Satsuki, okay. Yeah, I'll see what I can do with the Firecrest, that's it. How much naval damage do I have? Actually, okay, I'm going to Suicide Rush and just spawn into the dark, because I'm really close to getting my star done. My special task for Warband Shop stuff. Which just was win a game with 9,000 naval damage done in a rank 3 and above coastal ship. So I'll see. I'll just try and like rush into that type the K class, spawn into the dark, and then see what I can do. K class is dead. I'm going to go for the thing that's on B then. It's approaching B. Maybe the JHA isn't going to bomb it first. I don't think he is. Is he? No, not really. Let's see what I can do to the rockets, right? I got it. That did push me over the numbers, so I'll just go to ditch it. Oh yeah, don't even begin with the zombie stuff. Really, really annoying. I need to spawn in quick though, come on. Come on, come on, come on. Yes, that gives me the special star, I think. The special task stuff. It did, okay. Got another upgrade for my Fairmile. I got the smoke screen first because it's just more useful. Okay, I'm just going to check out my Warband Shop again for the next task, because if I do one more task, I can get the VS8. Which, I mean, why not, really? Get me myself another ship. So I get another task. What is it? That is really easy to do if I just play Blue Water, so I'll do that. And I think I'll leave it at that, really. It's my... what's workshop-like stuff? Map. Are they all finished? Almost. Jeez, is there another tier of stuff I still need to do? Oh boy. Yeah, okay. I'll just do that another time on my own. Yeah, I think that's really all I wanted to do today. It's already midnight. I'm sorry the stream had to be delayed. It just... my schoolwork took longer than I expected today. So, yeah. Let me think. I do have a full week off, basically, now. So I really should try and get a video out, but I'll see about that. Next week's stream is going to be Blue Water again. Probably Russian, because I don't think I've streamed Russian Blue Water yet. So why not? That's all really. So yeah, thank you all for watching as usual. And I'll end the stream here, and I'll see you next week. Goodbye.